Hi everyone. On the 16th of November, Boss from Premium Beers here in Sweden brought over 5 different breweries from the UK for a tap takeover in Stockholm. BEAK, Cloudwater, Track, Overtone and Deya. We met with the representatives from all these breweries and had some quick interviews. This is the result. So guys, welcome to Beer Bubbles, the bubbliest podcast in the world, according to us anyhow.
Yes.
CC here with Rasmus, as always, but we also have Kat.
Hello.
From BEAK.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about yourself and what is BEAK?
So BEAK is based in South England near Brighton, in this little town called Lewes, and we've been going for 3 years now, because it's still fairly new. And we were cookie brewing before. It started by Daniel Tapper. He's the founder, and he was cookie brewing around England before he actually got a brick and mortar brewery. And we hired Robin, who came from Burning Sky Brewery. He was the lead brewer there, and now he's the head brewer at BEAK. And we just started focusing on hazy IPAs, pale ales. And it's kind of like then we took off into double IPAs and branched out a little bit. And now we've got a nice range of different styles, and we try and, do it justice, do it proper, and make sure every style we do is to the standard we like. And just honing those styles and making them better and better every time. So that's BEAK, yeah.
Nice. And you're here in Sweden now for some tap takeovers, right?
Yes, yeah.
What places are you doing, and what beers are you serving for?
So we are doing a tap takeover at Stockholm.BEAK this evening, and we've got 4 different beers pouring. We've got Whoosh IPA, 6.5%. Don't ask me about the hops, because, there's so many IPAs that I could just make it up.
Just check Untapped.
Yeah, exactly. Just check the Untapped. We've got a 8% double IPA intervals, fairly fresh. We also got 7% IPA lit, and our newest sour with lactose called Rello, which is like a cherry pie style sour beer.
But what is your background? How did you end up with this?
Wow. Where do I start? So I'm Czech originally, and I moved to England when I was 19. Did uni, studied literature, so nothing to do with beer. And then
Czech, that's to do with beer.
I mean,
by
yes,
definition.
I grew up drinking that. Yeah. Nazdravie, exactly. Now thinking back, I think I was born to sell beer really. And I just started working at pubs. I had some friends down south, and that's how I met Danny. And he started talking to me about this brewery he's starting, and they needed someone to run the tap room. It was just after the first lockdown in England. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Sounds fun, I don't like hazy IPAs, but yeah, I'll do it. I'll pretend I like it, and I got used to it over time. And now I do drink them, so And then and from there was always a second lockdown happened quite quickly after that, and I just got into all sorts of sales, retail, trade, export, wholesale, and then into ops as well, so all the brewery admin and stuff like that. And here we are, 3 years down the line.
Beer and Czech, I'm thinking about the sherry beer. The first Czech sherry beer yesterday.
Oh yeah, we heard about the story about a guy who went to Czech small town, and this small local brewery had a sherry beer, so he ordered one because he
cherry beer.
He
really?
wanted to try it, and they came in with a lager and put 2 sherries in it.
That sounds how the Czechs would do it. Yeah. When you said cherry beer, I was like, are you sure that was in Czech? And now it makes sense.
That was quite hilarious.
Kat, we're going to ask you one last question. The hardest question for anyone who likes beer.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You're going to die today.
Yeah. Go on.
And you can have one more beer.
Any
beer in the world.
I'm going to go back to my roots here. It's going to be Pilsner Urquell. Yeah,
that's nice.
100%.
Awesome. Thank you, Kat. Have a great day in Stockholm.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Hello and welcome back to Beer Bubbles. I'm here with CC as usual, and we're here with James from Cloudwater. Welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
So, James, what is Cloudwater?
What is Cloudwater? I mean, great question, right? I think we're a brewery. Hopefully that's what people know us for mainly. Yeah, I mean, we started off in 2015, kind of on the back of, the early noughties craft beer wave kicking off in the UK, and we were heavily inspired by what was going on in the States, especially on the East Coast, the whole kind of rise of New England IPA, and, we were kind of one of the first breweries to bring that style over to the UK and kind of bring it to the British people. And now, of course, here we are, 2023. New England IPA is everywhere. It's taken over Europe, and everyone wants the haziest, hoppiest, juiciest kind of beer going.
It's the haze craze.
Indeed, the haze bros. That's what we call them in England anyway.
I was quite surprised by we have 3 of your cask today on, and the fuzzy.
Fuzzy, yeah.
The bitterness was really nice in that one. I really enjoyed that.
Good.
And looking at it hazy, so it didn't make sense, but I liked it anyway. It was really good. Really
this
good.
Is it. Fuzzy is, it's a 4.2% hazy pale. It's the kind of culmination of our almost 9 years of work of, first starting off focusing on these big, juicy double IPAs, triple IPAs, and how can we package that hop profile and that flavor into a beer that you can drink in pints, and have all day, every day, hopefully. But responsibly, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not responsible anyway.
Sometimes.
For sure.
You were here in Stockholm as well for this. It's 5 breweries here in Stockholm, UK breweries here now.
Yeah, 5 of the best, I think.
Yeah.
Representing the UK, doing a good job, hopefully. Drinking nice beer.
Yeah, and I'll be pouring your beers today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Looks good. I'm excited to have. It's quite rare that we get to go abroad and have fresh cask beer in a different country. Usually it's a very UK centric thing, so I'm very excited to have some nice soft carbonation, very easy drinking cask beer tonight.
Yeah, there's a few places in Sweden now, but not that many. Still, I think 4 in Stockholm.
I think something like that.
Yeah,
but it's growing. Real ales are coming back.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
For sure. Even in the UK now, we're starting to see real kind of growth of traditional pubs that maybe wouldn't have ventured into craft beer. Now they're kind of getting a little braver and putting some craft beer on the pumps. And I think kind of modern craft breweries are really embracing that and making more and more cask beer now.
That's very nice.
Easy, accessible, and drinkable.
Indeed,
Sorry, quenchable.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like always said, you want to drink the entire day. The head brewer at Stigberget,
absolutely,
he was so mad about Swedish beers; they were too strong.
Your background?
Not from beer really. I trained to be an actor, and that was a poor choice. So that kind of failed. And obviously, when you're a working actor, you work in bars to pay the bills. And suddenly, I kind of found a passion in craft beer. Was lucky enough to work in a bar for Cloudwater, and then 3 years later, now I'm doing sales for Cloudwater. So I've kind of gone from the selling it on the bar to now walking into pubs the other side of the bar and now selling it this way. And obviously going around, luckily to go around Europe and speak to people from all over and, hopefully sell some more beer.
Don't think that will be a problem actually with your stuff.
Not really. Shall I ask the final?
Yes.
You're about to die now. You can have one more beer, whatever you want.
It's a tough question. I'm going to have 2 answers if that's okay. I'm gonna do my craft beer answer, which would be, there's a brewery from the States called Creature Comforts, and they have an IPA called Tropicalia. It's 6%. It's kind of a beautiful, it's got everything. It's kind of craft beer in a can. It's everything you want from an IPA. It's drinkable. It's full of flavor. And then if I'm really honest, it's just Guinness. Just a good pint of Guinness. That's all I need. That does me right.
Yeah. Well, it's good, so.
Yeah, this is it.
James, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, James.
Thank you.
Have a great day in Stockholm.
I will, absolutely.
Thank you.
Cheers. So, guys, we're back again, and we're here with Adam from Track.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well,
Awesome to be here.
Thank you for being here.
yeah. In Stockholm, doing a bit of a thingy here, tap takeover thingy.
Yeah.
What have you brought, and where are you going to be?
Well, I'm going to be with Beak and the guys at Deya over at the Stigberget bar. I actually don't know what beers of mine they're pouring. I've super focused on what beers I've brought to the festival because we're going to this Orebrew Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm really proud that we've just brought our birthday beers because we just turned 9. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Cat has just
nice to have
slid
colleagues
over
here, yeah.
what beers we're pouring.
along.
We have our 2 of our birthday beers on, actually, which are DDH double IPA. and a DDH Gold Top double IPA, which just we put a small amount of lactose in. We have an All Galaxy double IPA as well. You can see where we're going with this. And then a DDH West Coast IPA with mostly New Zealand hops, which I think is the best West Coast IPA we've ever done. But yeah, that's my very biased opinion.
But what is Track?
Track? Yeah. Well, we're in very good company in Manchester. We are literally across the road from Cloudwater. Their unit's 789. We're 1718. But yeah, we started off as a cask-only brewery 9 years ago. And now our main output is obviously keg and can products. We don't do much cask apart from our core pale ale, Sonoma, 3.8%. We do that in a really decent volume every month because we have a really good support from Manchester. So mainly it all goes within the Manchester area. But now we mainly focus on kind of hazy hop forward styles. But we have a kind of traditional range as well, which we call our Reflection series. But yeah, we need to pay the bills, so we do lots of hazy styles. Yeah.
And what's your background?
My background is in coffee. To beer. So I worked in coffee for 16 years. And actually, not to go off the Track topic, but I worked for Cloudwater for 5 years before Track. Paul at Cloudwater was really into coffee, and that's how I kind of got to know him. And then I ended up working for Cloudwater just through kind of proxy. And when Cloudwater was really, really small. And now they're a lot bigger, and so are Track. But yeah.
But there's loads of things happening in the West Yorkshire area, isn't it? Around Manchester, Leeds, there's shitloads of breweries popping up all the time. Why there?
Well, we have in our little section in Manchester, like Sure Shot Brewing, if you've heard of them. So they bought our old brewery, which is like 100, 200 metres around the corner. And I just think it's like a high concentration, it's not in competition with each other. We're all like, everyone supports everyone, and it's great. And the more breweries that pop up, it's like the more people that come. So long may that continue. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you the last question this time.
Okay.
You're going to die today. You can have one more beer, any beer you want.
Okay.
What's it going to be in your hand?
Okay, a very specific answer for me. So it needs to be the way I tasted it the first time I ever had it. But back when Cloudwater first ever released Chubbles, their triple IPA with the Veil, I had never tasted anything that kind of this strong, this fruity, this juicy, and it kind of blew my mind. And I had too many as well. But I remember that must have been back in 2016, maybe 2017. I can't remember. But, I drank a fair amount of kind of hazy double IPAs and some American stuff, but this just was like something else. So yeah, that would be, I'd die a happy man.
Well, thank you very much, Adam.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you around.
Yeah, great. We'll share a pint later.
Oh, yeah, well, why not? Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye. If you like this podcast, please consider becoming a patron. You'll find us at patreon.com/beerbubbles as one word. Thank you.
And we're back at again with Dan from Overtone. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, thank you.
Who are you, and why are you here in Stockholm right now?
I ask myself that same question every day.
It's an existential question.
Yeah. I'm the head brewer and one of the original guys at Overtone, based in Glasgow.
And how long have you been around for?
Almost 6 years in March.
And why a brewery in Glasgow?
Because the weather is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. I normally end up on Hope Street up in the Port Still drinking whiskey instead.
It's a good place to be.
It's my absolute favourite pub in Scotland. It's a really cool place. If you've never been to the Port Still, go to the Port Still. You can also drink some beers at Overtone, yeah? Where in Glasgow is the brewery located?
We're basically just past the West End, so it's a small place called Yoker.
Okay. And what kind of beers are you doing?
We make all different kinds of beers. We're quite big on the IPAs and such, as most people are hitting nowadays. But I've tried to take what I've learned in the States and then learn more here. Keep getting better.
Have you been brewing for a long time? Is that your background for
like 15 years.
15 years, yeah? What got you into beer?
I like beer, man.
Getting drunk.
I was a chef, and chefs like to drink, and I like to make beer. So then it seemed like a natural transition.
That's a perfect combination.
So what have you brought with you today?
I think we brought the Northern Monk collaboration that we did. What was that?
Typically a brewer. Can't remember the name of his own beer.
No, we make an awful lot of beers. Jukebox Hero.
Okay.
There we go. We got that one.
0.
And I think Playing Robots is up there.
Yes.
And maybe the Goza.
Yeah, the Goza and the...
Never heard of that beer.
what's the last one? Honey Pop.
Ah, Honey Pop.
Honey Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little Scottish honey thrown in there.
Oh,
Secondary ferment. It's quite nice.
Sounds very nice.
Yeah.
Double IPA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Heather honey?
No. Wildflower honey.
Ah, okay.
It's right harvested right around the area of the what is it? The Scottish castle there.
Okay, well, whatever. yeah.
Yeah. Sterling. There we go.
Sterling.
Sterling.
Sterling, all right.
I got a B guy. I do. He keeps telling me he's going to give me hives too. Overtone hives. Why not?
If you hear something in the background, it's because we're sitting here with Kat, James, Adam, Dan, and Nils, who are all here in town for this kind of
I don't
tap
do
takeover
sales, so I'm
thingy.
not like.
but they're laughing with Dan, not at Dan. I promise.
I'm usually the chef that hides in the kitchen. What do you mean the food's bad?
Let the waiter go out and take care of it.
So I'll ask you the devastating question then. You're about to die right now. What are you having?
Probably the strongest, most bitter IPA or barley wine I could find.
Okay.
With some scotch.
A chaser on the side. Cool. Dan, thank you very much and have a great day in Stockholm. We'll see you around.
Maybe see you.
Let's have a pint later on.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, Dan. And we're back for our last interview with Nils from Deya.
Hello. Thanks for
Welcome
having
to
me.
Beer Bubbles. Who are you and what do you do at Deya?
I am Nils. I'm head of sales at Deya. I've been there for 7 years. Moved over, originally was at university. Theo founded the brewery back in 2015. And we focus on making soft, juicy IPAs and pale ales. We started off by brewing just Steady Rolling Man for 12 months when we first started, and now makes up 50% of our production. So it's a big thing of what we do at Deya.
You've done some mixed fermentation as well, right?
Yes, we do a little bit of mixed farm.
I think we have a couple
more
of
of a-
bottles upstairs.
Yeah, we're going to do a tasters of some of the big bowls upstairs.
Very nice.
Tonight.
Yeah. So it's a more of a passion project, really. We get to work with local farmers and go out and pick fruit and have that relationship, which keeps the brewery very interesting. Other than like sort of IPAs, which you can flip in 2 weeks, so it adds a bit more of that thought process and gets the brewers more involved.
But you're not from the UK from the beginning.
No, I'm actually Swedish. Yeah.
So you're a Swedish guy representing a British brewery in Sweden.
No, so I was living over there for 6.5 years, but in July I moved back home to Sweden. So now I'm working remotely, but doing a week, a month in the UK. So yeah.
What's your background before?
I was at university studying sales and marketing, and then now I'm head of sales at Deya. So yeah.
Would you always want to work with beer, or you just happened?
Before I was working as a chef in kitchens, so I've always had that interest in food and drink. Obviously, like getting pissed, which is a good part of the job.
Food and drink pairings, maybe?
Exactly. Yeah.
What beers are you bringing to Stigbergets today?
We've got 2 double IPAs, one saturated in Simcoe, so all Simcoe hop. And then we've got a double IPA, which is a collab with Sure Shot from Manchester. And then we've got Brett Pale and Cooper's Hill, which is a rhubarb mix farm.
Cooper's Hill, is that one of those we have left?
Could be. I haven't had. I've been really stressed today, so I haven't even had a chance to see what beers I've got on. I just connected the tap beers now, and the bottles I haven't even taken out of the fridge yet.
Perfect.
Just a few left of them.
We'll try them when we get upstairs later on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
we're sitting downstairs at Akkurat in the cuvee basement.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space.
It gets you a bit thirsty, doesn't it? Yeah.
My mouth is watering.
I don't think I want to see another lambic bottle today, but
Oh, he's been carrying bottles all day. So,
got a big lambic delivery today. So
Niels, we're not going to keep you, and I have to go upstairs and work some. You're done for the day,
I am.
bastard. But we're going to ask you the devastating final question. You can have one more beer before you die.
Yeah.
What's it going to be?
It's a difficult question, but it'd probably have to be a Augustine Helles. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's an awesome beer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nils.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Take care.
Take care. Bye. That's it for this time. Thanks to Boss, Kat, James, Adam, Dan and Nils. Join us again for more interviews and beer talk. In the meantime, you can check out our social media, web shop and Patreon for more stuff from Beer Bubbles. Take care and drink better beer.